Hi everyone, welcome on board to Helper.tv.
Some villagers told us helicopters come in the midnight to drop weapons for terrorists. Now, everyone home and abroad is aware of the threat to life, terrorism, Fulani herdsmen, banditry, and the general crime in various parts of Nigeria. The United States Embassy has dropped a confidential information to alert Nigerians about the possible attack that could be made by terrorists in the country. In fact, the UK, the US, they've touched on possible attack in Abuja. The US Embassy alerted its citizens as well. And this information is coming at a time when everyone believed that insecurity in Nigeria is not just terrifying. It has come to a point where you need to do what you need to do for yourself. Simply put, protect yourself. No one is going to protect you. This regime of Major General Muhammadu Buhari is hell-bent on doing nothing. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. To Buhari, this is a fight against his own tribe, Fulani people. He believes that other people heed their criminals, heed their terrorists, if there is any, heed their kidnappers. And they simply want to point fingers at Fulani people to paint them in a light, paint them in a color that they are not. Now, former Minister of Foreign Affairs Bolaji Akinyemi, while speaking about the safety of the nation and why, very important now, campaigns should be suspended at the moment, he said we should focus on the more important. A lot of people might think, we are huge numbers. We go out en masse, thinking that guns are the only weapons that can be used by these terrorists. In fact, during the NSAS protest, we saw the Nigerian army terrorists coming out to gun, shoot at the people. Everywhere scattered within minutes. People died. Imagine terrorists coming out with guns at that time. With your mass 1 million march, 5 million march, do you think there will be a way out for you? Bolaji Akinyemi specified that when he was picked in a Boko Haram committee group, the villagers told him and the rest of the group that an helicopter comes to drop water, weapons, food, medication for terrorists at the middle of the night. And this is not local. If you've been on this platform, you've been following the trend, you will realize that foreign mercenaries, foreign gun runners from France, from all over, bring in weapons for these criminals in the Sahel, for these terrorists in the Sahel. They bring in weapons. That's the job, that's the business they do, to make sure that violence continue in Africa. So he warned against continuation of campaigns. All this 1 million march, 2 million march, 5 million march that we see all over the country, he said, these are soft targets for the terrorists. The Americans don't need to tell us. We have been having these terrorist attacks all over the past years. I have served on the Boko Haram committee, and villagers told us, he repeated, that at midnight, they've seen helicopters drop shipping, if we might want to use that word. So if they are drop shipping, helicopters are dropping food back and forth, and someone is saying that we are in charge, you should know that we are not in charge of anything. Although I have never thought that the government is doing anything, we might want to say, oh, they are incompetent, this is that, that is that. But at the end of the day, when you look at it closely, you realize that it's not a case of incompetency at all. Terrorists or terrorism have become sophisticated. They go to learn terrorism. They learn. Sometimes they operate under duress. I mean, the people who do the supply. Sometimes it's just business as usual. Politicians, religious clerics in the north of Nigeria are involved in this. To them, they are fighting jihad. To them, they are trying to convert their people into whatever it is. That is the, shape, the cancerous, image and identity of Islam. They've brought in this into it, and they are like, you know what? We are Muslims, and we are trying to preach jihad. We are trying to push jihad. It's something that is so terrible. Some have said Muslims are not terrorists, terrorists are not Muslims. But at the end of the day, when you see them speak, even when they are not with guns, when you see them during the period of the fast, their fasting period, they speak in a manner as if they have to force you, or one religion is lesser, one religion is not true, their own religion. That's what you see them. They call it a debate or talk, trying to contend with someone else's religion. Oh, that religion is this, our religion is a superior, your religion is less, your religion is this, your religion is that. You will never find the religion that they contend against. You never find them in their churches preaching about Islam, saying that Islam is this, Islam does not realize God, but they say their religion is peaceful. What is peace? Anyway, this has given, this has given that lacuna, or let us say this has created an opportunity for some group of people to come out claiming that this is jihad, because at the end of the day, every one of these people are dressed like Muslims, like Arabs, and when they murder and they do all of this terrible thing, they shout Allah Akbar, Allah Akbar. They keep maintaining that line of Islam. That is why we cannot separate religion from terrorism, Islam, religion from terrorism. So this is what it is. This is what it is. Some have said there is no tribe called Hausa Fulani. Just call them Fulani, simple Hausa, which is true. But the reason why people have decided to put them together is because they are not easy to separate. They have picked up same religion, culture-wise, similar. And in fact, some of them are into the same similar business. That's what it is. So Fulanis came into Nigeria, were given space, they brought in their whatever it is they brought in. And if you look at politics today in Nigeria, you will see that this Fulani tribe have upper hand than the indigenous Hausas. What is the way out? What is the solution? Carefulness. I'm not saying no one should not go for a rally and that. Yes, but you have to be careful. It will be so sad if people lose their life. If you look at the children of politicians, you barely find them come out to protest or campaign for their father. If they are coming out to campaign, it is with serious security. Even Peter Obi has been challenged. He said he hid his children abroad. He doesn't want anything to happen to them. That's it. Someone said these people have serious evil plan against Southerners, but we are seeing it as a story. My advice to all the Southern governors to reject and withdraw soldiers from their respective state. After all, we are not in a military regime. We are a democratic rule. We are not at war. More we allow the soldiers in the Southern region, more they use their fake soldiers to achieve their evil plan. So this is confusing. People are saying take off the soldiers because the soldiers are also acting like terrorists. So it's a joint, so much imbalance. This regime of Buhari is one of the worst that you can ever think of. it is just filled with ups and downs, so much pressure. It's either the Niger Delta militant, it's either the northern it's that this and that. At the end of the day, is it not better that we break this contraption, this expired Nigeria? But bear this in mind, every time you vote, for those who are not knowledgeable of this, who keep saying Nigeria has expired, every time you vote or you campaign, you are simply renewing what you claim has expired. You don't vote what has expired, but when you vote, it means Nigeria has not expired. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. The red notification icon bell is very important. Please do tap on it.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel, and if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.